welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty fascinating, the world of gaming accessories. And, we're not just talking simple gadgets here.
No, definitely not. More than just add-ons.
These are like essential tools now, aren't they? Enhancing everything from precision to just getting totally immersed in the game.
Exactly. For all kinds of gamers, casual to pro.
And importantly, our insights today. They're fresh off the press from cognitive market research, so you're getting really up-to-date info.
Right. And our mission really for this deep dive is to, well, go beyond the surface level. We want to help you understand what's really driving this huge market expansion.
Yeah, the trends shaping it.
The trends, exactly, where the growth is globally, and maybe peek at what's coming next. The goal, to kind of show how these accessories are shaping, well, the future of interactive entertainment itself.
Okay, so let's talk numbers then. Because this market isn't just growing, it feels like it's exploding. The report puts the value at around, what, USD 6,913.5 million in 2024?
That's the figure, yeah. Almost 7 billion.
And get this, the projection. It's heading towards USD 11,529.7 million by 2032.
Which works out to a pretty robust compound annual growth rate, a CAGR, of 6.6%.
6.6%. That's serious expansion for any market, really.
It absolutely is. And what's compelling here is, well, it's not just random growth, It's deeply connected to more people getting gaming consoles and PCs.
Right.
And the undeniable rise of esports is a massive factor.
Huge. And streamers, too, right? Content creators.
Exactly. That whole world of content creators heavily relies on this specialized gear for, top-tier performance.
But we see that tech evolving fast. I mean, there was that example back in April 2023. A big company brought out AI-powered gaming headsets.
Yeah, that was interesting. Headsets that can actually optimize sound in real time.
So like boosting footsteps in a shooter or something.
Precisely. Amplifying those crucial cues while maybe dampening other noise. It gives players a tactical advantage. But connecting this to the bigger picture, it's not just about the super high-end stuff. Accessibility is key too. There's a much wider availability of, let's say, more affordable peripherals now.
Okay, so that brings more people in.
Definitely. It expands the market's reach quite a bit, especially for, budget-conscious gamers or in emerging economies. It caters to a really broad spectrum.
So, okay, that's the growth picture.
Yeah.
But what about today? Like, what trends are really hot right now?
Well, one thing that really stands out is this demand for ergonomic and customizable gear.
Oh, absolutely. Comfort and personalization are huge drivers.
Makes sense. If you're playing for hours, you want gear that, fits you.
Exactly. And that leads to innovations like modular keyboards.
Where you can swap out switches.
Yeah, or even whole sections. And mice you can adjust to your hand shape. Headsets with sound profiles you can tweak.
Right. Tailor it to the game or what you're listening for. Precisely. And this isn't just for the pros anymore. Casual gamers want that enhanced, comfortable experience, too.
And then there's the whole immersive tech side, like VR. How are accessories keeping up there?
That's a great question. We're seeing a significant surge in demand for VR-compatible accessories, things like motion controllers, obviously, but also VR gloves, higher-res headsets.
As VR gaming itself grows, right?
Exactly. As VR gains traction globally, those peripherals become, essential for that true immersion.
Okay, what else? Any other big trends?
Well, wireless tech is always a big one. Improving that, extending battery life.
Yeah.
People want that seamless, untethered experience.
No one likes running out of battery mid-match.
Definitely not. And believe it or not, RGB lighting is still incredibly popular.
Still going strong.
Yeah, manufacturers are even creating software now so you can sync the lighting across, your keyboard, mouse, headset, the whole setup.
Creates that unified look.
Right. And what's also quite interesting, even a bit surprising maybe, is this growing focus on sustainability.
In gaming accessories. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Manufacturers are increasingly using eco-friendly materials, rethinking packaging. It appeals to environmentally conscious consumers, and it's becoming a differentiator.
Fascinating. Okay, so we have these trends, but where is all this happening? Geographically, I mean. Where's the biggest market? Well, right now, North America leads the pack. It accounts for roughly 40% of the global market in 2024.
40%, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reasons cited are pretty clear. Strong esports culture, high disposable income levels, and folks there tend to adopt new gaming tech pretty early.
Makes sense. And Europe.
Europe's following closely. They've got about 30% market share, again, driven by things like professional gaming tournaments becoming more common and just a really well-established gaming culture overall.
Okay, so North America and Europe are the big players now, but where's the fastest growth? Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. The Asia-Pacific region. Think China, Japan, South Korea. Those markets, they hold about 25% right now.
25%, okay. But
Mm.
they're seeing the fastest growth. The projected CAGR there is 8.2%.
Wow, 8.2%. That's significantly higher than the overall rate.
It really is. They expect its market share to climb to maybe 28% by just 2025. It's becoming a real powerhouse.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, what's fueling that specific growth? Well, a lot of it comes down to the huge mobile gaming scene in Asia Pacific.
Right, mobile's massive there.
Massive, plus rising smartphone penetration generally, and just a rapidly growing community of esports fans and players. It's like a perfect storm for accessory growth.
So it's a global market, growing fast, but it sounds pretty competitive too. Who are the main players?
The heavy hitters.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive. A few big names really stand out. You've got Logitech G, Razer Inc., Corsair.
The usual suspects, yeah.
Pretty much. Looking at 2024 shares, Logitech G is around 15%, Razer's at 12%, Corsair at 11%.
So together, that's what? Nearly 38%.
Exactly. Almost 40% of the market is held by just those three.
So what keeps them on top? Why do they have such a strong hold?
Well, what's fascinating is their consistent investment in R&D. They're always innovating, always expanding their product lines.
Mm-hmm.
And they're smart about strategy, too. Lots of mergers, acquisitions, partnerships, basically ways to broaden their portfolio and reach more people globally.
And reputation matters, I guess.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Their reputation for, quality, durability, and those advanced features, high-performance headsets, good mechanical keyboards, responsive gaming mice, that really drives consumer choice.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference with specialized gear. That demand for features like the RGB lighting we mentioned, programmable buttons, haptic feedback.
Right, haptic feedback, that nuanced vibration.
Exactly. It just adds so much to the experience compared to like a standard office mouse or keyboard. It really pulls you into the game more.
Absolutely. But, it's not all smooth sailing. Even booming markets face challenges.
True. What are the main roadblocks here? Well, one big one is simply the cost. A lot of this premium gear is expensive. Yeah, those advanced features, the wireless tech, the AI, it adds up.
It really does. And that high cost can limit who buys it,
Right.
especially maybe more casual gamers or people in regions with less disposable income.
That's a key point from the research. It suggests manufacturers might need to think more about developing strong but more affordable options, too, to capture that broader market.
Okay, cost is one thing. What else?
Intense competition is another major challenge.
Right. We mentioned the big three, but there must be loads of other brands.
Tons. Everyone's vying for a piece of the pie. So how do you stand out? It really comes down to continuous innovation, improving your products constantly. If you can't differentiate, you risk getting lost in the crowd. Market saturation becomes a real threat.
Okay, so challenges exist, but the overall outlook is still positive.
Oh, definitely. Despite those hurdles, the market seems really well positioned for more growth. And it's being driven by some, well, pretty cool innovations, just looking at stuff from 2024. In April, SteelSeries launched that Arctis Nova Pro wireless headset. Right, the one with the improved noise cancellation on the mic?
Yeah, advanced ANC mics, plus it had those hot swappable batteries, which is clever for long sessions, and seamless switching between Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah.
Very flexible.
Nice.
And then in May, HyperX brought out the Quadcast S mic.
Yeah, aimed at streamers mostly.
Exactly. Streamers and gamers. Customizable RGB, of course, but also a built-in shock mount to cut down on, desk noise and vibrations.
Smart features, they really show that focus on improving the whole experience, sound quality, aesthetics,
Totally.
and connecting these innovations to the bigger picture. This isn't stopping here. The future likely holds more AI integration, definitely further leaps in VR and AR tech. The expansion of cloud gaming will influence things too.
Cloud gaming, right, where you stream the game.
Exactly. And believe it or not, the research even mentions concepts like brain-computer interfaces for peripherals down the line.
Whoa. Seriously, controlling
cool.
games with your thoughts.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's on the horizon. Imagine bypassing controllers entirely for some actions. That's a whole new level of interaction.
Okay, my mind is slightly blown. So the opportunity for manufacturers is basically keep innovating, pretty much.
Yeah.
Keep developing those innovative, customizable, portable products, whether it's better haptics, better wireless, or integrating these revolutionary new techs. The race is definitely on.
Oh.
Well, that was quite a journey through the gaming accessories market. We've seen the impressive growth, the trends like ergonomics and VR, the global shifts with Asia-Pacific rising fast, and how the big players stay ahead through innovation, even with challenges like cost and competition.
It really is a dynamic space, and
Yeah.
maybe this raises a final question for you, the listener, to think about. As gaming gets more and more integrated into our lives, how might these accessories, which are evolving so rapidly, shape not just how we play games, but maybe how we interact with all technology, how we interact with each other in these increasingly immersive virtual worlds? What new possibilities could open up from having these super personalized, high performance ways to interface with digital realms?
That's a really interesting thought. How far can this personalization and immersion go?
Yeah.
Definitely something to ponder. We really hope this deep dive gave you a fresh look at the gear that powers our play. It's certainly more complex and exciting than many people realize. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring.